Chapter 8. I must have fallen asleep at some point, because when I awoke, Falzar was no longer lying beside me, and the bright mid-afternoon sun slanted through the tiny window above my mattress, spreading an orangey square across it. I climbed out of bed, headed downstairs. Mother must have been out hunting gulags, as usual this time.
"Good afternoon, Mara."
Falzar didn't even bother to shift his attention away from where he was grooming himself on the middle of the kitchen table. "Good afternoon, Falzar." I headed toward the door.
"Wait, where do you think you're going, young lady?"
"Outside." As I expected, Falzar immediately took flight, flapping wildly right above me.
"Mara, please, don't you think you've caused more than enough grief at this point? You know you're not supposed to leave the cabin now."
"Yes, I'm well aware." I tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. Mother of all gulag crud. "Why?" I said. "Why, you must be kidding me."
"What is it?"
He hovered directly above me now.
"Did Mother lock the door?"
"Yes, she actually locked us inside."
"Well, serves us, or really I should say you, right."
But I stepped up to one of the windows beside the door, moved the curtain slightly to the side, and attempted to move the latch. It wouldn't budge either. Then I tried the window on the other side, as well as the one across the room beside the bookshelf. "Oh no," I murmured. "She did it. She really did it. There's absolutely no way for us to leave." Not that it was all that much of a difference from before when you really thought about it. We were always kind of trapped in this stupid, boring, lonely cabin realm in a way, and I was absolutely tired of it.
"Yes,"
Falzar said,
"and like I was saying, it serves us right."
I glanced rapidly around the room, my gaze landing on the fireplace, the iron cauldron nestled inside. I headed over and gripped the handles, which were cool to the touch.
"Mara, what in the history of Alondra are you doing?"
It took all my strength to lift the cauldron just enough off the floor so that I could move it over to the other side. Then I moved the two somewhat charred logs that had been beneath it and gazed up the chimney, craning my neck so I could see the bright blue sky all the way up. It wasn't that far, actually, and many of the bricks that formed the inside of the chimney jutted out a bit, or had large gaps between them where I could place my hands and feet. So I did, gradually shimmying my way up the chimney.
"Mara, seriously, what are you doing?"
Falzar crowed from below.
"Have you gone completely and utterly mad? Please come back down here right this very instant."
"No thank you, Falzar, I'm heading outside, but you can stay down there if you'd like. Forever, that is." Well, not forever, of course, but I wanted to tease him a bit, goad him into coming along. Although, I had to admit, a part of me wouldn't be surprised if we would really be stuck down there forever if we both stayed there. Falzar continued to shout as I climbed, but I ignored him, pain biting my hands more and more from gripping the rough stones. But I kept going, squeezing between tight, jagged spaces and trying to ignore the pesky soot gathering on my hands. Almost there. Finally, I crawled out onto the roof, which was made of logs like the rest of the cabin, and just sat there, rubbing the soot onto my cloak while waiting for the stinging to die down. As I did, Falzar emerged from the chimney, flying high in the sky.
"Mara, please listen to reason. You're behaving incredibly foolishly right now. Come back down the chimney right this very instant."
When the pain had completely subsided from my hands, I shimmied along the roof, which slanted downward at a slight angle. Thankfully, a stack of logs Mother had planned for the fireplace at some point rested just below the rooftop, so I gingerly lowered myself onto the pile, then hopped down into the yard.
"Mara, this is getting out of hand."
I strode towards the edge of the yard again.
"Mara!"
Falzar squawked louder than I'd ever heard him squawk as I entered the mire for the third time in my life.